Hey Evelyn, it's Valerie Bennett. So I'm here to comment and respond to your discussion number 4. You did a really great job. You and I think very similarly, I think, in the way that we respond to posts and the way that we write. So kudos to you in articulating your points really well. So first I wanted to comment on Juan and Jesse's cases being rare disorders and rare in their distinctions of diagnoses, and maybe even never having seen these things in your practice, and being able to really utilize what's necessary, such as the DSM-5 and other research to be able to fine tune this diagnosis. So don't mind my dog in the background. Sorry about that. But I like how you talked about Jessie's symptoms being physical, and her not being able to recall certain things. So those memory deficits really kind of being indicative of non-neurological components to that versus Juan's, who had physical symptoms. And really was able to identify pretty accurately that those things were also psychological and stress-based, but having that dissociative sort of amnesia quality making it different for Jessie. And you talked a lot about, in some of your suggested articles that you use that were supportive, the need for a tool to be able to identify those things. And I thought that was really profound as well. So good job with that. And then also your Christian integrative perspective. So this was my favorite thing about your post. And you talked a lot about what people's presentations are like following trauma and how they can have attitudes of mistrust or distrust, and what is required of us as providers or practitioners or even pastors to be able to identify that those are our common presentations that may not be indicative of their personalities per se, but more in alignment with their experiences. And so being able to express that deep compassion and empathy, and sort of juggling that unconscious bias that could exist, that does exist within us, and being able to sort of refrain from what we think things may be based on their avoidance or their temperament. And us being able to really introduce concepts of hope and resilience. And so that sort of faith-based woven integration was really great. And I just wanted to kind of like capture from our readings as well, and mimic some of the things that you wrote in McRae, talking about embodiment as a concept as well. So just to kind of dovetail on your approach, McRae et al. Mentions the physical manifestation, so the whole person fulfillment, and that being kind of like centered around and mimicking that incarnation of God in the body and coming fully in the body, and how our body plays a big part in how we are present in the world, and the existence of our body and our human existence kind of mimics that of being image bearers for God, and that embodiment means a whole lot as it's related to our purpose and our intention. And so I just wanted to kind of remark on that as well. I thought that was really well laid out, you talking about that incorporation of faith in treatment of any disorder, but certainly in some of the rare ones as well. So good job. Thank you.